Do you remember the days of vacuum cleaner salesmen and saleswomen? Well, if you don't remember those days, and I barely do because I was pretty young whenever that was all still a thing, and it's kind of still is in some ways, but for the most part, it's kind of a dying breed, if you will. A person would show up at your door, and they would offer a free cleaning. Like they would say, "Hey, could I come in and do a patch of maybe your living room and vacuum that and do a carpet cleaning?" Unsuspecting people would say, "Well, yes, of course. I spilled that drink the other day and I have never been able to get it out." Or, they would welcome the opportunity. The people who did know about what this was all about may still invite the person in, but they knew that they would stick to their guns when that final sales pitch came. I remember a situation in which I'd heard about someone who just would not leave a house until they got that sale. If you had someone knocking at your door saying, "Can I do this for you for free?" you would probably look at them and go, "Okay, what's the catch?" That's fine. If you've ever gone to one of those vacation house or vacation spot condominium type meetings, timeshare, if you will, they say, "Hey, we have a meeting we just want you to be at for 20 minutes," and then 6 hours later, you get all this for free. Well, in our society today, often when we see something for free, that's our first question. Okay, what's the catch? Someone's paying for this. What's the deal? In some cases, it's completely innocent. There is a company, they're wanting to sell stuff, and they give you this little bit of free thing to entice you maybe to eventually buy their product. It's the long game, if you will. I remember one time we went to a home and garden show, and this was actually fairly recently. They had this really cool blender that did smoothies, they did just everything, food processing. And the guy kept giving us samples after he would make something new, and man, these were good. I mean, these were, and you could tell this blender was amazing. And finally, we're just like, "Okay, how much is this?" Well, hold on. Let me give you one more thing here, or let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. We're sitting there for half an hour while he shows us one more thing. And finally, we just left because we just never got the answer we're looking for, because we knew that if he was waiting this long to tell us what the price was, it was going to be a price we couldn't afford. So we ended up looking it up online later, and sure enough, it was a price we could not afford. They want to give you the value first and like what you're getting, and then they come in with the price. Here's what's in it for me, essentially. It can be really frustrating when someone seemingly does something amazing for you, but there's always that catch. There's always that, like, okay, here's what I'm really trying to accomplish. And we feel that, right? We know when someone is doing that. We know when a relationship is transactional instead of transformational. And I use those phrases all the time. We can sense that. Hey, I'm only meeting with you today so that my needs are met, or I can get this out of you, or I'm only doing this nice thing for you so that it kind of stores up points in my bank, so to speak. And it's just, we know when that is happening. We can feel it, and it doesn't make us feel good. Galatians 5 gives us the opposite feeling when we look at why Jesus came. Galatians 5 verse 1 says, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free." What's the reason? Freedom. Okay, what's the catch? Freedom. "Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened against a yoke of slavery." Certainly, we put our faith in Jesus. We follow him. We are obedient to him. But we're obedient not because there's something in it for him, but because he knows the best way to live life. He created us. He loves us. And he wants to show us this love by giving us access to freedom. But there are so many people that are so addicted to their own misery that they will not give Jesus a try. And I'm not wagging my finger about that, because some people, they have some things to get over and some things to get through and some things to get around, and you know, they've had some hurt, and I'm not saying that that is going to keep them from Jesus. But what I am saying is that sometimes we've provided obstacles for people to get to Jesus. So what's the reason? Jesus is not the carpet cleaner, the vacuum salesman from door to door, like, yeah, I'll do this for free for you, but here's what's in it for me. The literal reason why Christ has set us free is to give us access to freedom. And it seems like a very simple message, but it can't be any more profound. Have a good day.